Hi there. How are you doing? How have you been? How is your family? How is work? I hope you're truly doing well. I hope everything is going on well. And if for one reason or another things are not going on well for you at this time, I pray that you find insight and that you really get to sort out whatever it is. Thank you really for finding the time to join me once again in another episode. I hope you enjoy it. My name is Millicent Oloo. In today's episode, I'm looking at anger and resentment and how does it manifest. If you watched my previous episode, I shared with you that I'm doing a 5-part series where we're just trying to understand this whole subject of anger, how does it manifest in our lives, and just to understand, how do we express it, how does it start. So in the first episode, and if you haven't watched it, please do, we looked at how does it all start. So today I want us to look at then how does it manifest. And remember, we said that anger it's a natural emotion, so it's not good or bad, it's just all about how we respond, how we react, because we are human beings and we are bound to get hurt by something or someone. And when that happens, we express ourselves in different ways. So anger also manifests itself in many different ways. It could be a small irritation. Someone does something and you're irritated. It can lead to frustration. It can lead to anger, like serious anger, which can also lead to rage. So it varies. It can be intense and it can also be mild, depending on the situation. Let me ask you, when you feel angry, how does it manifest? Can you tell when you're angry or when you're getting angry? Sometimes when you're really angry, you can feel some muscle tension. Also, you can get a headache. For me, what I really experience is increased heartbeat. You just notice that your heart rate has started going up, and for me, that's a signal that I'm really beginning to get worked up. So I don't know what it is like for you. Now, anger can manifest in a number of ways. One of the ways which is really obvious is outward. Like when someone looks at you, they will know you are angry because you will express it in a certain way. Either you will shout, there are people when they're angry, they really shout. You hear yelling and all that, whether at home or in the office. So you know that that person is really angry. Some people, and these are people who really, I can say maybe when it leads to, or it has gotten to rage, some people break things. I don't know, my beautiful ladies, have you ever gotten to that point of anger where you're breaking things in the house, in the office? So outward anger is when you express your anger in a way that people can see, people can tell that you're angry. Oh yeah, and also to add, there are people who really curse, use a lot of curse words, also as a way to express their frustration. Now, apart from outward, there's another way that people express their anger, and this is inward. When we express anger inward, it's normally directed at self. And one way in which we express anger inwards, my beautiful ladies, is negative self-talk. You're really upset with what has happened, and so how you're expressing it is by, telling yourself things like, I don't even amount to anything, I'm so foolish, how could I not think about that, I don't measure up, I'm not even worth it, a lot of negative self-talk. So let me ask you, my beautiful ladies, I don't know if today you are angry at something or someone. What did you tell yourself today? What are some of the harsh words you told yourself today? So negative self-talk is one way that we express anger. And remember what I said in one of my episodes, that what you speak often, you give life to it. So the more you keep the more you keep telling yourself those negative things, the more you keep having negative self-talk, the more you give life to those things, and the more it's going to be a bit challenging to resolve whatever the issue is. But hey, that's how sometimes we express anger. Some people deny themselves. You're so upset with the situation that you deny yourself, things that make you happy. You even deny yourself food because of what's going on. Now you will not eat for days and days. Some people resort to self-harm, just harming themselves, harming their body. And others isolate themselves from people because they're really angry, and so their social life is closed. They don't want to be around people anymore. So these are some of the ways in which anger can be expressed inwards. And then now there's anger that is expressed through, and my beautiful ladies, I know we are culprits, the passive anger. The passive anger is the silent treatment. I know. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Yeah? You're so upset with someone that you can only look at them. In the house, we just pass each other from the living room to the bedroom to the kitchen like strangers. Yeah, my beautiful ladies. So silent treatment. And if you're a man and watching this, please, when you see silent treatment, it's an expression of something. Somebody is angry. So don't think they just want time by themselves. No, find a way to engage them. That's a hint for you. So being passive, anger can also be expressed in a passive way where we just ignore the people around us. But also, my beautiful ladies, I know we can also be sarcastic. Yeah. And so if you're watching me, men, please pay attention to this. Just look out those sarcastic remarks. She could say, yeah, I can see you're really good, and I can see you don't see any problem with that. Just listen to the cues and the sarcasm in their tone. So this is one way that someone can express that they're angry. So look out for those cues as well. Some people, when they're angry, they make unpleasant remarks. I know you know this. And maybe it's you, you have made some unpleasant remarks towards others because you're angry. So my beautiful ladies, anger is manifested in many ways. And as we proceed with this series, we are going to look at, I don't know, how should we actually express this anger? Should we just go break things and yell at people? Should we be quiet? Should we be passive or sarcastic? At the end of the day, someone is really just expressing how they feel. But is there a better way to express this? We'll look at that as we go through this 5-part series that I have prepared for you. So you really know that you have anger issues if you also see some of these things, or you notice some of these things. When you notice that you're getting angry often, like you're just always angry, then there's a problem. When you just feel, even without anyone telling you, you feel that your anger is getting out of control. There are moments you just know, maybe you're in the office and you just realized, you're really yelling, you're coming at everyone, and you just tell yourself, no, I think I need to take time off. I really feel things are getting out of hand. Then for sure they are, and you need to do something about it. When you start noticing that your anger is affecting your relationships, people fight and there are differences, we don't always agree, but there's a way in which when you constantly express your anger, in a relationship, then you start noticing people are drifting, people are not comfortable around you anymore. When you start noticing that as a result of your anger, you're hurting people, then you need to do something about that. That's an indicator that your anger is really getting out of control. When you notice that, every time when you're upset, you say things that you regret, and this becomes a pattern, that's an indicator. When you notice that now your anger is leading to abuse, physical or verbal abuse, emotional abuse, then these are indicators that your anger is getting out of hand. So I want you to take something from this episode today, that anger is a manifestation of underlying issues. I know sometimes we like to say, oh, that person, so and so really has anger issues. But remember, by expressing anger, it's just showing that there are many underlying issues that need to be addressed. So maybe this person, it's not really anger issues, but maybe it's a lot of other underlying issues that need to be addressed, and maybe they need to be supported to come to this awareness. So I hope you have picked some of the signs or just some of the indicators to keep you alert. I just want you to be aware that how you express yourself could be an indicator that there's something more you're not dealing with, but also that how you express yourself can end up hurting other people, hurting relationships, and in the end, it comes back to affect you in a serious way. So stay here as we continue with this 5-part series so that by the end of this journey, and I really hope you try to immerse yourself and identify what are your issues, my beautiful ladies. What is coming in the way of your success? Is it your anger issues? What are you insecure about that is making you address or that is making you express yourself in a very angry way? So thank you so much, and remember to tune in. In the next episode, we'll be looking at the 3rd part, or what I've prepared for you in this process of addressing anger. So please stay tuned and tune in to the next episode next Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me, and as always, I really appreciate you. I value you. Thank you for taking your time. To my subscribers, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining this family. Please invite your family, friends, and colleagues to also join in, and feel free to share this video. And to my viewer, if this is your first time to join me, a warm welcome to you. I hope you like the content that I'm preparing for you. If you have any suggestions, other topics that you'd like me to look at, please don't hesitate to leave a comment, and let's talk about it. Let's see how we can inspire one another. I want to wish you a beautiful week ahead. Take care, and God bless you.